Hello everyone and welcome to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. We're glad you're tuned in. We want to give a shout out to our friends at Southern Oregon PBS, KTVL, KDRV, and the Dove Network. Thank you for hosting us on your station. In the Medford School District, we have one shared vision, and that we believe that all are learning, and learning is for all. And what better place to do that than right here on Medford Anywhere Learning TV.
Hi, I'm Kristen Robinson, and I teach kindergarten at Kennedy Elementary, and I have a very special friend with me today. I'm going to have her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Katie Cutsforth, and I teach kindergarten at Jacksonville Elementary. I had a Zoom meeting with my friend Kristen yesterday, and we came up with this great idea. Wait till she tells you about it.
We are so excited to share today's standard with you because it's a reading and comprehension standard, and we all know how much Miss Katie and I love reading and comprehension. So let's look at our standard. It says, I can answer questions about details in a text, and I can listen to a letter and explain who wrote it and why. We actually have two standards today, a reading standard and a social studies standard. I love it when learning opportunities like that happen. We're going to start our lesson by reading a very special book called I Wanna Iguana. Now, some of my friends may have already read this in school, but we loved it so much that Miss Katie and I thought we'd share it again with you because it's about a little boy who writes letters, are you ready? To his mom about wanting an iguana. Right now, it's really hard to write letters to our friends because of everything that's happening in our world. So we thought it would be fun for us to read this book, and we're going to show you something you can do at home with your family and your friends that live with you. So let's start reading. I Wanna Iguana. I love when the inside of the book has a pretty color. And remember, this is the title page, and it tells us who the author and the illustrator are. And this book has a dedication, it looks like, to his family. Dear Mom, I know you don't think I should have Mikey Gulligan's baby iguana when he moves, but here's why I should. If I don't take it, he goes to Stinky, and Stinky's dog Lurch will eat it. You don't want that to happen, do you? Signed, your sensitive son, Alex. Ooh, I'm going to look at this letter for a second. It says, Dear Mom, so we know who he wrote it to. And then he signed it, and he actually changed his name a little bit. He said, Your sensitive son, Alex. I love that he gave himself a title. Let's see what happens next. Dear Alex, I'm glad you're so compassionate, but I doubt that Stinky's mother will let Lurch get into the iguana's cage. Nice try. Love, Mom. So his mom wrote back. He put a picture on the next letter. Dear Mom, did you know that iguanas are really quiet? And they're cute, too. I think they're much cuter than hamsters. Love, your adorable son, Alex. I bet his mom's going to write back now. Let's look at the next page and see what happens. Dear Alex, tarantulas are quiet, too, but I wouldn't want one as a pet. By the way, that iguana of Mikey's is uglier than Godzilla. Just thought I'd mention it. Love, Mom. So they're writing letters back and forth, and they're talking about the same topic. He really wants an iguana, but Mom's not too sure. Let's see what happens next. Dear Mom, you would never even have to see the iguana. I'll keep his cage in my room on the dresser next to my soccer trophies. Plus, he's so small, I bet you'll never even know he's there. Love and a zillion and one kisses, Alex. Dear Alex, iguanas can grow to be over 6 feet long. You won't have enough space in your whole room, much less on your dresser. With or without your trophies. Love, Mom. That's so funny. Look at the iguana sleeping on the dresser with a trophy on his head. Dear Mom, It takes 15 years for an iguana to get that big. Mikey told me I'll be married by then and probably living in my own house. Love, your smart and mature kid, Alex. I think he's really trying to convince his mom to let him have this iguana, and I'm not really sure it's working. Should we see what happens? I really love this book. Dear Alex, how are you going to get a girl to marry you when your own... Excuse me, Mrs. Robinson made a mistake. When you own a 6-foot-long reptile? Love, your concerned mother. I would be worried too if my son came home and wanted a 6-foot iguana to live in our house. Dear Mom, forget the girl. I need a new friend now. This iguana can be the brother I've always wanted. Love, your lonely child, Alex. Oh, now he's trying to make her feel a little sad for him. Dear Alex, you have a brother. Love, Mom. He has a brother? He was trying to replace his brother with an iguana? That is so silly. Dear Mom, I know I have a baby brother, but what fun is that? If I had an iguana, I could teach it tricks and things. Ethan doesn't do tricks. He just burps and poops. Love, grossed out Alex. Dear Alex, how do I know you're ready for a pet? Remember what happened when you took home the class fish? Love, Mom. Ooh, it doesn't look like the class fish made it. Dear Mom, if I knew the fish was going to jump into the spaghetti sauce, I never would have taken the cover off the jar. Love, your son who has learned his lesson. P.S. Iguanas don't like spaghetti. Dear Alex, let's say I let you have the iguana on a trial basis. What exactly would you do to take care of it? Love, Mom. She asked an important question because when we have pets, we have to be committed to taking care of them. Let's see what Alex writes back. Dear Mom, I would feed him every day. He eats lettuce, and I would make sure he had enough water, and I'd clean his cage when it got messy. Love, responsible Alex. P.S. What's a trial basis? Ooh, he asked a question back. I love the conversation that they're having in a letter. Dear Alex, a trial basis means Dad and I see how well you take care of him for a week or two before deciding if you can have him forever. Remember, Stinky and Lurch are waiting. Love, Mom. P.S. If you clean his cage as well as you clean your room, you're in trouble. Oh, he must not be a very good room cleaner. Dear Mom, I really try to clean my room and the iguana's cage. Also, listen to this. I'll pay for the lettuce with my allowance. I mean, how much can one baby iguana eat anyway? Love, Alex, the financial wizard. I love that Alex gives himself lots of different titles to try to convince his mom he's ready for this iguana. Let's see what happens towards the end of the book. This is the conclusion. Are you sure you want to do this, Alex? Yes, Mom. I want an iguana, please. Ooh. Who could resist that cute little face? He's looking up at his mom. Dear Alex, look on your dresser. Love, Mom. What is he going to find? Let's turn the last page. Are you ready? Do you think it's the iguana or do you think it's a tarantula? Yes! Thank you. He got the iguana. So the book, I Want an Iguana, is about writing letters back and forth to someone who actually lives in the same house with you. Isn't that exciting and a great idea? My friend Miss Katie and I are going to do a special project to show you what you could do at home with whoever lives with you. So let's move on to that portion now. We are now going to start the writing portion of our lesson. This is going to be so much fun because not only am I going to write a letter to Miss Katie and she's going to write back, but we are going to pretend that I'm the kiddo and Miss Katie is the mom, which is kind of funny because I'm older than Miss Katie. So listen to our words and the type of things we put into our letters. I think I'm going to write a letter to my pretend mom about wanting pancakes. So when I write a letter, I want to think of the best way to write my letters and to capitalize the first letter in the first word. So I'm going to write dear. So oh yeah, that's a D. And I love the word dear because it has the word ear in it. And I know that's E-A-R. And I know a lot of us know how to write mom because we practice that a lot. M-O-M. And when I write a letter, there's something that has to come after the person's name that I'm writing it to. Let's see, it's the little dot. Oh, and it's the little smiley. It's the comma. So I'm going to ask if we can make pancakes. So I'm going to put can. So k is this C, a is A, ooh, and then that N sound. We, and I know how to write we, W, E, and then make. That's kind of a hard word. Let's make the sounds. A, is it only one A? K, k, and then the k. Let's see, is it C, K, or let's see, k, k, okay. I'm going to leave it just like that because maybe mom will tell me if I made a mistake. Can we make pancakes? P, a, n, k. Oh, I bet it's a K because that's the k sound. A, k. Again, another K. Pancakes, pancakes. That's good. Now, that's not a statement. That's a question. So I have to use the little hook and dot that I really love. It's a question mark. So let's draw that. And then I remember in Alex's letters, he had a signature line. He wrote love. So I'm going to write love. L-O-V. That's my hard one, but I always think of Vinnie Volcano. And E. And then I like to put a hyphen right here. And then I'm going to put your kiddo. That's a hard one. It's an R. Okay, and then K. D. Oh, D. Oh, kiddo. Okay, so now Miss Katie's going to pretend she's my mom, and she's going to answer my letter. Let's see what she writes.
That's so exciting that I get to pretend to be my friend's mom. I think pretend is so much fun. So I'm going to answer her letter. She did write a question to me when she said, "Dear Mom, can we make pancakes? Love, your kiddo." So when someone sends you a letter, you want to make sure you answer what they're asking you for. So I'm going to write, "Dear kiddo." Dear, I'm using blue because it's my favorite color. Dear kiddo. The word kid is hiding in kiddo. Okay, there's the start of my letter. Dear kiddo. I have a question for my kiddo. How can we make pancakes if we don't have any eggs? How can we make pancakes? That's a long word. I'll show you. Without eggs. I'm going to put a question mark also because I'm asking my kiddo a question. Okay. There's my question to her. How can we make pancakes? We don't have any eggs. I'm curious to know what my kiddo thinks about that. So I'm going to sign your curious mom. I am going to write the word love. Love, your curious mom. That's still funny that I get to pretend to be my friend's mom. Now I'm going to send my letter in the studio mail. So I'm going to fold it in the middle. I'm going to take my letter and I'm going to deliver it through the mail system.
I love the studio mail. Look what I got. It's a letter from my mom. It says, you want to read it with me? Dear kiddo, how can we make pancakes without eggs? Ooh, and she asked me a question, so she put the question mark on there. Love, your curious mom. So here's something I like to do. I'll lay my letter out that I received so I can make sure I answer the questions that she asked me. Now, I have to think about this for a moment. Sometimes when we've made pancakes, well, usually all the time, we use some flour, not the kind that are in the garden. We use milk and we use oil. So I think I'll write those things back because Mom doesn't want to use any eggs this time. And I have my special pink marker because it's my favorite. I'm going to respond to my letter from my mother, and it says, love your curious mom. So I'm going to start my letter with Dear Curious Mom, and I'm going to use her letter to help me write the word curious. And remember, dear has the word ear in it. So Dear Curious, and that's a title, so we're going to put a capital C, and that's a S. And mom, I know how to spell mom. And I'm putting my little smiley face line. How can we make pancakes without eggs is what she asked. Well, let's see. I said, we can, or is that a K? I think it's a C. And, because A-N makes the an sound. Make a. And I think I forgot the E last time on make. We can make pancakes. I better write a little smaller. Let's see, Mom spelled it Pancakes with, if, and that's one of my sight words, so I know that one. Milk, ill, I think it's a C. Milk. Oh, and I remember I have to put a comma. Oil, oil. I don't know how to spell oil. Maybe it's just O-L. Milk, oil, and I think flour, and that's a different flour. Ow. Oh, O-U makes the ow sound. I remember that. And I love the sound. So milk, oil, flour, and I bet we have to put some water in there too. So I'm going to put and. That's another sight word, so I know that one. And water. I really like chocolate chips, but I don't think we have any right now. So we can make pancakes with milk, oil. I'm still not sure that looks right. Flour and water. I'm going to put a period because I'm making a statement, not a question. And then I'm going to put love your pancake. And I'm looking at that to remind me your is Y-O-U-R. Kiddo. Because I love pancakes. And I might even draw a heart to my mom. Let's see what she responds with. I'm going to use the studio mail to deliver my letter to my mom. I can't wait to see what she says about making pancakes with milk, water, and oil, and no eggs.
That's so exciting that I got another letter from my kiddo. Now, I know that you were listening when she wrote this, but I want to read it again. It says, Dear Curious Mom, because I was curious how to make pancakes without eggs, and she totally answered me right here. We can make pancakes with milk, oil, flour, and water. Love your pancake, kiddo. And I love that she put a heart on here. That tells me that she really loves pancakes. Now, for sure, I'm going to start my letter Dear pancake kiddo. I'll start with that. Dear pancake kiddo. I'm smiling in my mind just as I write this to her. Okay, there's the start of my letter. Dear pancake kiddo, I have a surprise for her. I know we have lots of those things that she said we needed in her letter. I know we have, let's see, she wanted milk. I know we have milk. She said we need oil, and we do have oil. She said we needed flour, and we do have flour. We have lots of water we can get from our faucet. I feel really excited that we have all of those things, so I'm going to put an exclamation point. I like to call it an excited mark, and it looks just like this. I'm excited to tell her that we have all of those things. I know we have milk, oil, flour, and water. But I know my pancake kiddo, she likes something extra special in her pancakes. She likes chocolate chips. So I'm going to tell her, look by the oven. By the oven, another excited mark. When she looks by the oven, oh, she'll be so surprised to see chocolate chips. So I'm going to put love. I think it was kind of sneaky of me to put chocolate chips by the oven, even though she didn't ask for them, but I know her. You're sneaky. Mom. Okay, I better fold my letter so I can deliver it through the studio mail. That's so fun when you can deliver letters so quick. This is so exciting.
I got studio mail again. Let's see what my mom's response was. Dear Pancake Kiddo, I love that she addressed it to Pancake Kiddo because I signed my last letter, Pancake Kiddo. I know we have milk, oil, flour, and water. And she put the exclamation mark, which I love because that means she was super excited to give me that information. Look by the oven. Another exclamation mark. I wonder what is hiding there. Love, your sneaky mom. So she was being sneaky and she probably has a special treat hidden for me. I hope that you learned a lot about writing letters and that this can be an exciting activity you do at home with whoever you live with. It doesn't have to be someone that lives far away or even in your same town in a different house. The options are endless for you. Just use your creative mind that you have with you all the time. I love that my friend, Miss Katie, did this with me and that we were able to share it with you. Thank you so much for watching Medford Anywhere Learning TV.
Thanks for tuning in to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. Medford School District is a place where all are learning, and learning is for all.
One of my best days as a parent.
One of my best days as a parent. One of my best days as a parent. As a parent.
One of the best days is when my kids came home and say, "Mom, I love school."
She immediately comes home and she starts talking to me about, we get to go to lunch like every day. Like, so I was like, you do that at home, but for her it was amazing.
When my son was in kindergarten and he came home from school early in the year with Bob books, and he sat down in my lap at night before bed and read for the first time to me, and I got teary-eyed. I'll never forget it.
One of my best days as a parent is when my son came home from school and said he wanted to run to be the class president for this school.
And my daughter brought home this piece of artwork that says, "Friends help each other when they're scared." It's a friend telling her other friend, "It's okay, be brave."
Uno de los grandes momentos también de este programa.
One of the biggest moments when I came home was that I came home and I told her that through Bulldog Straighters I had spoken to the governor of Oregon, and she was really proud of me because at a young age I had this really big opportunity, and it was just so motivating to me, like it was to her as well.
I got phone calls from the school and emails from different newspaper people saying that my son had created something. Yeah, basically just said I created a little piece off this machine that creates, 3D imaging things. He used other words, but I'm a mom and I was just so excited that I was like, I don't know what words you're using, but cool, I'm so proud of you.
My daughter, Tiana Crick, she's going into her senior year at South Medford High School, and she was born with Down syndrome. And so one of my best days as a parent with Tiana is when she came home after her first game with the Unified team. She played soccer in the fall, and she came home just really excited. She felt like she really was playing for South Medford High School, and that made her really happy and really proud.
One of my best days as a parent is when my son won state and was able to travel to Kentucky to participate in Skills USA Nationals 2017 in mobile electronic robotics. I get choked up when I think about my kids, both of them, but it's exciting to see that they're excelling, and I know now, and I've got to say that the programs that he's been involved in through CTE are huge and instrumental in his future.
It's been a really long journey for Stephen, and this proves to me that people really care. Stephen didn't have to come home and tell me, "Mom, I made it." This is what people calling me and saying, we want people to know your story, and printing it, and him making the team is all I needed. I didn't need words.
I'm Patrick Royal's dad, and Patrick grew up, when he grew up, I was in the military. So Patrick was in 10 schools before he enrolled here at South Medford. When he came to enroll in classes his senior year, his counselor knew what he wanted and encouraged him to enroll in the Champs Leadership Program. He did that, and he was thrilled. That was a game changer for him, really.
And then also Jefferson really reaches out to Alejandro he's waiting for a kidney transplant, and his school is so involved, really feels like we're at home.
We're excited to see our children get molded by such great staff, and we can do what we can at school or at home as parents, but when we send them to school with you guys, that you continue molding them into being good citizens and students, and pretty soon he'll be an adult.
Stephen has a place, and now I feel like I can just kind of relax and know that everything's going to be okay.
Believe me, sometimes you cannot say enough words to say thank you, because they put more time than what you think.
Not only the teachers, the counselors, the registrar, the people that get the kids enrolled and get them moving. Obviously, it goes all the way up through the administration to the principal and to the superintendent. Thank you all.
I want to give a big, big, big thank you to the school staff.
And know that what you do and the positive things you do goes a long way. I really do. I think it does.